Hey Strikers, this is SF, and Nagakura Shinpachi is the lethal for the Rising Suns Revolutionaries 2 series, and my team is Gremlin, Cinderella, Harley, and my friend is going to be a Walpurgis. So this is the lethal, so it's really hard. It is relatively harder than the other lethals that came out lately, so you gotta be very careful, and I am bringing a lot of OPs to it because it is a hard dungeon. But if you get the dungeon and the mechanics of the dungeon, then you can bring a lot of other monsters. You can bring Dorothy, you can bring God Striker, and a lot of flight / minesweepers and no damage wall monsters. You don't have to bring monsters that have both abilities, but it's nice to have them, especially minesweepers. Minesweeper no damage walls, like Yugurashiru is also another good pick, the recently buffed Yugurashiru. But the main point is to clear off these onion heads, but you do have to be careful about clearing out these onion heads because they will decrease the defense of the enemies as well as yourself. So you got to be careful in terms of when you get that defense down on your team, because enemies will and can attack you during your defense down, and that will mean a lot of damage. So first stage is not that bad for the most part. The cheetahs don't do anything besides shooting out damage walls. But on this stage, on the next stage, there will be a Smydras. And Smydras will shoot out their lock-on lasers onto your team, which is going to be deadly if you get that defense down on your team. Okay, there's the mine for the onion head, and I'm going to clear out the onion head, and I missed completely. But Shinpachi has an order of his attack, so first turn of every single start of the stage is damage walls, partial damage walls. The second one is the sword swipe that goes around on a certain distance, and then the third one, as you see here, is the marker that you see in Yomi's colossal stage. And after that, it loops back to damage walls, so that's why I'm clearing off the onion head now. Although the spider on the bottom right is going to be attacking, one attack is fine. If one person gets hit, then that's fine. If 2 or 3 more gets hit by multiple attacks, then it could mean death for a lot of people. And the defense only lasts for 1 turn, so it's always the best turn to get the defense down is when Shinpachi does his damage wall attack. But if you're far away from the other 2 attacks, the sword swipe or the marker attack, then by all means clear off those onion heads, because it can get annoying when the onion heads do their attack, which is the bump combo lock. So, and a lot of teams will require bump combos, especially with like Cinderella and Harley with their powerful bump combos. It might be hard if you don't get your bump combos. It'll make it slower. I won't say it's like it'll make you lose, but it'll just take longer, and when you're farming, you don't really want to deal with long dungeons. And I'm just going to attack Shinpachi. There are no onion heads on this stage, so you don't need. So Shinpachi has low HP for this stage, so you can just use bomb combos with Cinderella and Walpurgis and Harley to deal damage. And next is Walpurgis. And there goes Shinpachi. And Gremlin, I really like Gremlin in this stage. The other one is Gotham, Ascended form, because he has the Slayer for the boss. But Gremlin's defense up can overwrite the defense down on your monsters, although it's only for 1 turn the defense down, and it might not be that important, but the blast bump is very useful as well. Okay, boss time. First turn I can't really do anything, but Harley has a very good spot with the weak point, so that's a lot of damage. And next turn I wanted to deal with the onion heads, but I wasn't really in range, and the Smydra is going to attack as well, so I want to avoid as much damage as possible. I'm just going to wait until the marker goes next, and then I will use Cinderella to clear off the onion heads, and then Hopefully it'll clear out the smudge on the top left. It didn't, but that's fine. One monster getting hit is not that bad. Next turn is Harley, and I want to clear out that onion head because of the bomb combo lock, and I didn't. And here comes the bomb combo lock, which is annoying, but I'll make do. Now the enemy defense now only lasts for I think 3 turns, so you can always use multiple onion heads to refresh and stuff, but I usually just clear off the onion heads in one shot, so I don't have to deal with more defense down and turn adjusting and all that stuff, because that gets really annoying. Next, Cinderella. Next is the sword swipe, so most of my guys are away from Shinpachi's sword swipe distance, so I'm gonna do it now. Only one person gets hit, and that's 18k, so if more members get hit by that, then that will be like near death for the most part. And then marker, that's fine because my defense down ended. And Walpurgis pulling not Kushidara and Cinderella. Surprisingly, the plasma is very good. Although it was very good, but people are more honed to Pandora's follow-up piercer now in terms of pulling bump combos. But I think Cinderella is still good. And the plasma bump combo is still good. Okay, last stage, starting off with Harley. Harley, I just want to kind of avoid everything, be on top of the stage. And hopefully the mind is in a good spot because the next is a sword swipe. And I'm going to delay as well just in case. But I was far away from the sword swipe and perfect. And then next is Gremlin. Going to pinch at the bottom. You can pinch at the bottom to deal a lot of damage. But most of my guys are on top, so just going to kill the boss that way. And there we go. So as long as you get used to the distance and when to deal damage and the attack patterns of the boss, it's not a very hard lethal. But if you do get hit by one of those attacks on multiple members, then it's pretty deadly and it'll be pretty sketchy for a lot of you guys. But Shinpachi is not a bad monster. The Ascension form has 2 nulls, which is really good. But that's pretty much it for me. Hope you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Thank you for watching my video. If you want to see more of my videos, then be sure to click the annotation in the middle, and I also have a special discount code for you on JapanCodeSupply if you want to buy some Japanese gift cards, including iTunes cards. Thank you, and hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.